Today I'm fortunate enough to be invited in by the guys at Distance Runwear in North Vancouver, Canada. They also have a store over in Vancouver to go over some natural barefoot running or just casual type shoes. I get many questions about what kind of shoe brands are out there for a barefoot and naturally moving shoe, and Daniel here is going to help us out looking at a few. We're going to go over a couple styles of boots, casual wear, sporting wear, those kind of things in the natural barefoot kind of conversation. So Daniel, what kind of things for a wet weather shoe or boot could you suggest?
All right, well, we're shooting this in October on the West Coast, and it's going to start raining almost every day. One of our most popular pieces of footwear at this time of year is always going to be the Lems waterproof Boulder boot. This is a leather boot, it's unisex, and is fully lined with a waterproof liner, so your feet are going to stay nice and warm and dry. Lems are built, like all of our barefoot shoes, on a completely flat, zero-drop last with a wide, accommodating, natural foot-shaped toe box. Barefoot footwear at this time of year can be a little bit colder because you're closer to the ground. They do use an air-injected rubber, which keeps your foot a little more insulated.
Awesome. And more on the casual shoe, something you could just day-to-day walk out on a sunny day.
Vivobarefoot does a really good job with a few styles for men and women in just a leather sneaker or a mesh, more active wear sneaker like the Primus Lite. These are some of the thinnest and most barefoot feeling shoes we sell, which usually require the longest transition if this isn't the type of footwear you've been wearing. But they also allow for the most proprioception and for the most natural foot movement.
And so what would proprioception mean?
The sense of what we feel on the ground from the bottom of our feet, the nervous system and the communicating what we're walking on, the type of terrain we're on, how we're standing, and if we're in balance. When you're in a cushioned shoe, what often happens is you end up kind of floating around a little bit, and you're never getting that sense of being right down on the ground. So there can be a lot of involvement with the hips and lower back because of that.
Awesome, cool. And then for a gym, an active shoe that you could wear indoors or out?
Definitely. One of our brands, XERO Shoes, spelt with an X, makes some of our favorite activewear footwear. It's a lighter, breathable mesh, not waterproof like what you get from Lems or some of the leather styles. Grippy rubber sole, so you're going to have the traction for a lot of movement side to side in some of your workouts. And it definitely works perfectly as a casual shoe as well, just for less, where you don't have the need for something a little more formal.
And as far as most of these are unisex shoes, or are there different female or male more specified?
Most of our footwear we have in male and female sizes, and it's typically only a different color. The Lems brand does build all of their shoes on a unisex last, which does mean they happen to be the most accommodating footwear that we sell. There's much more width and room in all of the options from Lems compared to the Vivo styles or the XERO styles, which do have a somewhat lower volume and closer fitting female last.
Cool. Awesome. And as far as, I've noticed one in the corner there, more of a kind of casual, maybe indoor shoe.
Yeah, just that classic sort of Vans slip-on style look for something really easy. Great for pulling on after a workout when you're finished up and need to go grab a coffee.
Awesome. The guys at Distance Runwear are amazingly helpful and very educated, and will walk you through what shoes work for you and have multiple options. So if you have any questions for them or trying to look them up, they do also have a website, which I will add below in the description. And anything else you'd like to add?
No, thanks, Daniel. Between our two locations, we carry the same products. Both have about a third of our footwear selection being focused on the natural barefoot shoes, and the other thirds being our road and trail running footwear. The Vancouver location at 4800 Main Street in Vancouver is open 10 to 6 Tuesday to Saturdays and 12 to 4 on Sundays. In North Vancouver, we're at 1328 Main Street in North Vancouver.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, I hope that helped a lot with gaining a little bit more knowledge about the number of different options out there for natural barefoot style shoes. Just a disclaimer, the transition between a heeled cushion shoe and a barefoot type shoe can take time and should be done appropriately. So please talk with a practitioner, a medical professional if you're looking at these or have any injuries upcoming, because you can be injured, especially jumping into longer distances and running when transitioning too fast or inappropriately. I hope that helped. Till next time.